There never was a war of the free world against fascism. There was only war between two versions of fascism. Because the so-called free world has tortured and massacred more lives than the Third Reich could only dream of. There never was a world war between good and evil. There was only war between two evils. There never was a world war against tyranny. There was only war between an established tyrant regime and a rising one. The real First World War has just begun. The war between good and evil, the war between emancipation and occupation, between inclusion and exclusion, between expansion and contraction, between reason and rigidity, between humanity and inhumanity. I call it World War Human. And unlike previous times, we won't win this war by old-fashioned bullets and bombs, or by deceit and diplomacy. The World War Human can only be won by education and education alone. By an ardent, absolute, unambiguous, unbending, undoctrinated, unphobic, unwhitewashed, decolonized, non-partisan, gender-neutral, valiant, self-correcting, and conscientious execution of education. Whole world is my promised land. Which part will you invade? When the entire planet is Palestine, it is Israel that will fade. Gone are the days of unchallenged tyranny. Gone are the days of exploiting native trust. In the past, you got away with many Rushmores. Try it today, you'll end up another Liz Truss. You can have your puny guns and bombs. I have an arsenal far mightier than thee. Colonial apes may fund your homicidalism. I have the entire humankind backing me. When governments are on one side and humankind on the other, that's the first sign of democracy and curtain call for the occupier. Every nation has its Netanyahu. Somewhere they're called Trump, somewhere they're Recep Erdogan. Somewhere they're Meloni or Modi, somewhere they're called Imran Khan. Thus Christ becomes a vessel of hate. Quran is used to peddle division. Saffron substitutes the color of blood. Discrimination becomes the new tradition. Somewhere they cut Islam from curriculum. Somewhere they convert museum into mosque. Somewhere they erase black history. It's all part and parcel of the same nationalist muck. Rip the mask of a nationalist patriot, you'll find dormant a homicidal maniac. Nationalism has no religion or ethnicity. Only appearance changes, not the nut. Beware of these nut jobs of nationalism, selling you the jungle wrapped in tradition. If you don't vote them off their throne ASAP, they'll turn a free nation into reservation. New Earth is an art of love, not a stain of hateful ignorance. New Earth is a land of promise, not of greed and indifference. New Earth is a blank canvas. We gotta decide what we paint. Masterpiece of an inclusive dawn or a bloody reminder of apish days. New Earth is a better Earth. We no longer thirst after blood. We toil together without divide to be a gentle beacon in the cosmos. Hijab, habit, chairman, all are equal. It's bigotry that is unacceptable. On our new earth, character is supreme. Primitive traditions are expendable. Existence here is an art of love at our planet on the cosmic prairie. New earth is a celebration of life, not a validation of ruinous rigidity. If your perception doesn't evolve with time, it's not a sign of conviction but cowardice. So here I take it upon myself to correct my own early follies. In one of my early works, I called America a great country built by great people. Well, the harsh humanitarian fact of Earth is America is a terrorist nation built by criminals. I once naively asked to appreciate the soldiers while unintentionally undermining peace activism. That one line has been eating me alive until in 2023 I declared military is legal terrorism. Ceasefire is a diplomatic gimmick. They cease only to hit back harder. Demilitarization is what we need. We got no use for one more ceasefire. Ceasefire only postpones war. Disarmament instills peace. Armistice empowers armament. Demilitarization plants peace. Tyrants don't call truce to allow aid, but only to rearm themselves, so they can call in more ammunition from their apely imperialist friends. One more ceasefire we could do without. World is wailing for the final ceasefire. Disown every statesman who prides military. Builders of military are merchants of murder. There's no difference between a soldier and a contract killer. Hitmen are paid to kill individuals. Soldiers are paid to kill in bulk. Righteous soldiers don't exist. They only exist in fairy tale movies. No academy trains the youngsters for peace. They manufacture state-abiding terrorists. If any soldier ever wakes up to peace, they're instantly discharged without honor. Thinking soldiers are no use to state. States only want brainless suicide bombers. Enemy of war is enemy of the state. Making of peace is crime against state. The more you persecute a certain community, the more you'll find me your fiercest enemy. Defending that community with my last breath, I shall remind you of your own utter futility. The more you dehumanize a certain people, more you'll find me your uncorrupt impediment. The people will be safe, even if I'm annihilated. In the process, world will witness your impotence. More you criminalize a certain community, more in my eyes you'll lose right to dignity. Honor is earned through behavior, not by excuse of throne, scripture, or nationality. Systemically propagate fear all you want. In the end, you are at mercy of my civilian judgment. Belonging is my Bible, conscience is my Quran. Behave like a bully, and I'm your celestial guardian.